Hey everyone, Anne-Marie, life coach here. I just want to do a really short video so I can show you some of the systems I use when I'm doing a soul alignment clarity session. Now, a soul alignment clarity session is where I use different esoteric systems to get to the heart of what you are asking for. So as you know, I'm a life coach, I'm a spiritual coach and spiritual teacher trainer. But when I'm kind of spiritually coaching someone, I want to look at different ways of looking at you. So not one cap fits everyone because you are so unique. We've all come here with different coding in our DNA, different expressions of ourselves. Each one of us expresses ourselves individually and we're not all the same. So I like to look at different ways of how I can look into the heart of you. And some of the ways in which I do that is through my own technique called the soul transformation technique, where I can get to the root cause, the root emotion and underlying belief of your current limiting block. And we do spiritual EFT to release that as well. But I also use different systems. I'll show you on my computer because I can. Our Soul Plan by Blue Marsden. So that's based on your name at birth. I'll show you mine. And it prints out the Star of David. It's ancient Hebrew text from the Sefer Yetzirah, 22 Hebrew letters, and they're all depicted into a vibration. So with your name, it gives you a vibration and frequency and a meaning. So I'll show you how that looks. And I use the Kabbalah as well. So we look at tarot. And I use human design, which is a combination of the I Ching, Kabbalah, astrology, and I also use astrology as well. So based on your question, I will look at all these different systems. I'm not going to explain all the different systems to you, but I am going to do the investigation for you. I am going to find out your truth. So whatever you ask me, I'm going to be able to use several different systems to be able to help you figure out what the hell is going on and what the hell you need to do to move past it. So I'm going to show you these systems so you can see what they look like. Okay, so this is a copy of my human design chart. Human design is great. The chap who designed it, Rahu Roo. This was downloaded to him. Quite often these esoteric systems are downloaded through flashes of deep meditation, inspiration, etc. And there are a couple of different things that I would look at to help you better your life, really feel more aligned. We would look at your energy type, your aura. Here I'm a generator. Most people are generators, means you have huge auras. You're like a battery, but there are certain things you need to know about this to make it work for you. The profile you need to know. I have quite a different style of profile. I have a direct purpose here, and I would explain to you what that meant. We look at your definition. Again, this is quite unique, a triple split definition. That means something, and now I know what it means. I totally understand what I need to do to help me feel more aligned to myself. And basically that is for me to be out mingling with lots of different people because of their aura. I need to interlink with different people and their aura so they help me connect different parts of me. I have very defined energy centers. So what I need are different people's energies to help me feel, this is me. Strange, I know, but true. This is something I would also tell you what it meant to you. So emotional, solar plexus, this is how I should use my emotions or make decisions when my emotions have swung from a pendulum. So this basically, I'm emotional authority, which means that you can ask me to do something, I'll get an idea, I'll get invited somewhere, I might be on a high, the next hour I'll be on a low, and it's basically for me not to make any decisions while I'm swinging from high to low. It's for me to wait, become very neutral, then make a decision. And there's different ways that you can ask your body questions that you'll be able to elicit the right thing for you to do. This is very important as well. These are my kind of life theme points. So everybody wants to know what their purpose is. This is what it would be, and I would read the definitions out to you. Basically, this means that I am here to think, I am here to investigate, I am here to find out the truth. In fact, let me try and read it to you so you know exactly what I mean when I say I would read it to you. So this is about the truth. This is about thinking. Your life theme is to constantly pursue the truth wherever you might find it. You consider your life and every experience with great attention, knowing truth exists but never quite grasping it, always hoping that if you think hard enough the truth will be revealed. You're continually disappointed. You may convince yourself that a busy mind will eventually arrive at the truth, and yet, if you witness your thoughts, you recognize that your mind is always circling and restlessly shifting from one side of an issue to another. Truth arrives in silence, suddenly, without warning, and stays until your mind tries to grasp it, when it leaves again. Without much effort, you can recognize untruth almost instantly, both in the things you read and more particularly in sounds, speech, and mannerisms of other people. You will put up with lies and exaggeration for a limited amount of time before insisting that things change. Otherwise, you'll distance yourself. You flourish in atmospheres where creativity and inspiration are the norm. Anything less than that will eventually grate on you. You are an innovator who pursues a fresh and breathtaking view of life. One thing is clear, whatever you think and do, and however you apply tradition or innovation, the truth always resides within you. When you are aligned in your life, you have a huge effect on the world with your clear and detailed approach to realizing empowering improvements. It can take discipline to move beyond your mind's constant chatter, but when you do, you will come to appreciate those moments in which profound insights are revealed to you, apparently out of nowhere. So stunning can this experience be that you'll consider disengaging more frequently from the mind's constant activities and making space and time to witness your thoughts impassively. Align with your type and authority to know who and what merits your attention at any time. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly flip to see if there's anything I could maybe tell you. Okay. So we would look at different themes as well. This is the gate of value. So I basically help people find their values, and that's the job that I'm in. I hate it when I see an untapped or unrealized potential within somebody. That's my biggest thing is to help people realize their potential, basically their human greatness, their spiritual potential, and I help them get to where they want to be. And normally to get to where we want to be, we have to get out of our conscious way, stop trying to see things black and white, stop trying to rationalize a problem. Sometimes we have to use different systems, such as the tree of life. You know, Carl Jung, the most famous psychologist on the planet ever, he used the archetypes of the major arcana, which are in the tarot. He used them along with astrology because they're symbolic, and symbols are the way the world is presented to us. Everybody shares this. It's called a collective unconscious, that we have all these archetypes hidden so deep within our subconscious mind. You know, this flesh thing that we wear, it's very 3D, and science proves that there are many more dimensions than just a 3D dimensional reality that we live in. That there are up to 10. So you've got here the 10 Sephiroth, which is the sparks of creation that come down and manifest from the spiritual realms. They come down and they basically create who we are. So this is the tree of life, the tree of formation, and we would look at what this meant to you. What are you bringing into form? Who are you? What are you creating in your physical world? These are the chakras. This also is the balanced line. female, male energies. One is more severe, one is about mercy. So we look at what needs to be balanced within your life theme. So whatever your question was, whether it was relationships, career purpose, children, or no, and you know, whatever was your limiting belief, then we'd look at your astrological chart, but only if you knew your time of birth. So this is mine. Everybody knows their sun sign. So if you pick up a magazine, you go to the astrology section, you'd look for Capricorn, because I'm a sun in Capricorn. So what you read in magazines is your sun sign. But actually, as you can see, you are so much more than that. Your moon and your ascendant are so important, if not more important than your sun sign. Your sun is where you radiate out into the world. It's your ego, it's your identity. But actually your moon is your inner world. It's your receptivity, it's your emotions, it's your female, it's your intuition, it's your femininity, it's your creativity, it's how you kind of feel about the world and yourself. This, you know, is a bit of a crazy combination here. But also what your ascendant is. So the time of your birth, what was on your ascendant line, where were the planets, etc. Where were they moving in the sky? And for me, I don't have any planets here, but it was in the sign of Cancer, and that is the mother, you know, the Mother Earth, really quite intuitive, but makes me very freaking sensitive. You've also got some beautiful other things that we would look at depending on your question. For your life purpose, we'd look at your North Node. This is what this lifetime is urging you to pursue. Your last lifetime, it would be the opposite, which would be here. And that was what you've, you know, incarnated from. And because it's next to this little sign here, which is Chiron, it would make me a healer in a previous life. Very easy for me to do that. That's my natural ability. But what it's urging me to do is to step into my inner world of the fourth house. So these houses represent different life themes. The fourth house is about your home. It's about your inner world, your foundations, your deep ancestral roots. It's asking me to look within the work in myself, on myself. Also, lastly, but by no means least, we would look at your name. So I have put my original birth name here because I was adopted. It was changed, so I've used my original birth name. This is the Star of Destiny. We look at the downward triangle, which gives you your worldly challenges, and then we go to the upward triangle, which gives you your spiritual challenges. My worldly challenges were about communication, learning, etc. So very true, because I left school at 12. My worldly talents, I'm adaptable to all society. I'm very grounded and very nurturing. My worldly goal is to be creative and bring down creative inspiration and ideas. Spiritual challenge is very kind of ethereal, always on the edge, quite supernatural type of thing. Spiritual talent, to bring down inner wisdom, channel it down. Spiritual goal is to create something. I can be a counselor, create something. And ultimately, my soul destiny is to teach, is to share, is to learn, to teach and share the knowledge that I have, which is now what I do for a living. So I hope that helps, guys. And this is what happens in a soul alignment session. Like I say, you ask what's on your mind, tell me what's on your mind, and we seek out the truth as much as we can within all these different systems that I have on hand in my toolbox. Anybody wants a session, it is on offer at the moment. So go to my Facebook, my website, which is annemarielifecoach.com, and you'll find it there. If you want to train to become a spiritual life coach or a life coach, go to the Soul Awakening Academy, soulawakeningacademy.co.uk. We have some new courses starting in January. Take care, guys. Bye now.